ranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The run from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Wallace. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Under fire. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The snap sets up to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
But how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on third down, forcing the fourth down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tulane's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bohannon. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Preston.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got it behind the line. It's Preston. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good. And that's going to tie it up.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Haas. Turning it on. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Now facing a 3rd and long. from the gun. Running back gets the gift. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bohannon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Get it out on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught-Hemingway.
The Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reed. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
Hunt is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Now the pitch. There he goes. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Might as well give it to him again. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He'll keep it himself.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the Rebels are in the red zone. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air. It's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bohannon. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Bohannon. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
First down for the offense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying play action. He lofts one down the sideline. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Green Wave. They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give is to Taylor. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Here comes the heat. Complete downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. Handoff to the lone back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Caught near the sticks, it's Diggs. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Diggs.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Wallace. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Wallace. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 78 yards down the field. 25 kicks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents, whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.